Stops at 4 with news from across Wisconsin. The teen at the center of an incident at Green Bay Preble High School in September, entering a plea to charges in Brown County Court today. The 16-year-old being processed in juvenile court, entering a plea of no contest to a charge of possession of firearms on school grounds. The court finding him delinquent on that count. As we reported, the student was arrested after a loaded gun was found inside his backpack. The teen facing 3 other charges, but they're being held as he goes through a juvenile rehabilitation program. The remaining charges could be sent to adult court if he does not complete that program.